If you can hear me, just type 1. And if you can see my screen, just type 2. Cool. Yeah, I can see you guys. Just wait for another 5 minutes. Sorry. Okay, let me check my internet. Cool, I can see you guys. How about now? Can you hear me? Just So this is the link for our Telegram community. You guys, if you guys didn't join our community, just click the link and you will go to our Telegram community directly. And today we have an active. So if you guys join in today's live and just after this live, and you can go to our community to connect our community assistants, and they will randomly select some people to airdrop the 20 dodges for these people. Today's project is DeFi NEB. It's a DeFi project. And also we have another campaign. So this is another campaign. If you can go to our community and invite some people into the DeFi NEB project, and they will also select some people to get the badges. Just follow the steps. So let's start. I'm Brock Key, and I'm today's presenter for the DeFi NEB project. For today's presentation, and first of all, I'm gonna tell you guys about the blockchain and Web3, and for the second part, I'm gonna review the 2022 and also forward to the 2023. And for the third part, I'm gonna tell you guys about the DeFi and also this project of DeFi NEB. And for the last part, I will gonna do a roll up for today's live. Okay, let's go to the next part. So what is the blockchain, and what is the history of the blockchain? And some guys maybe know, back to the 2009, the Satoshi Nakamoto launched the Bitcoins, and it is not just a cryptocurrency, it is also a peer-to-peer payment system. So this was the beginning of the cryptocurrency industry, and also the time come to 2040. The Ethereum has been launched by the Vitalik, and also at the same year, the Gavin Wood also launched the concept of the Web3. So that time was the beginning of the Web3. And the time come to 2020, the DeFi summer will come. Yeah, we know that the DeFi summer has did some fundamental for the development for the recent year, and so that's why I called if there is no DeFi, and we can say the GameFi on the NFTFi and also another components in the industry in the Web3 industry, and time to present, some people have already did some investment in the Web3 and also the cryptocurrency, but now we are in the bear market. Maybe they already withdraw their investment and already put this money into their wallet because they want to save some money for the next bullish market. So we already know something about the blockchain. We know the very key point in the blockchain industry. And so what is the Web3? So if we want to know the Web3, we have to know what is Web 1 and what is Web 2. At the early stage of the internet, we know that the Web 1, especially we are in the early stage of the Yahoo Finance. In that time we just can get the information from the web, and just because this web can provide some information to us, just like news and some articles, but we can't do the interaction with the web or with the people in the other side of the web. So that's why in that time, for our users can just get information from the web. So that time was called Web 1. And with the time goes up, we came to the Web 2. And, we come to the Web 2 called, in this time we can do the interaction with the web and also with the people in the other side of the web, and just like chatting and also shopping and even do the living, just like this, what we are doing today. So in the Web 2, and we can do the communication with other people by the web, and so in this time they have some like the gigantic platforms has emerged like Facebook and Google. They can own our data, and also sometimes they can own our privacy. So that's why there are some problems emerged, like they would sell our data for another for in some uses, and also because they can utilize our data to send some information for us just for the advertisement. So that's why there are some problems, because our data is owned by these giant platforms. So that's why the Web3 is very important for our individuals, because in the Web3 we can own our own data, and also everyone can own the entire web, and we can use our data to do whatever we want to do, just because this is our own individual data, and we can use this to do something. So that's why for our individuals, the Web3 is very important for everyone. And this is what the Web3. So there are some differences among the Web3 and Web 2 and also Web 1. So with the development of the web, and the Web3 is very necessary for our everyone. So let's go to the next part. And so guys, because this is just the end of this year, and we should review our 2022 and also forward 2023 for the whole crypto market. If you want to get a Doge, just follow up today's live and go to our community after this live, and our community assistants will randomly select some people to get the 20 Doges. Yeah, we have just go to our community and you will get the Doges. So let's review the 2022. Actually, in 2022, there are some big events happened, because some people may already experience the lunar crash on this year's May. Because the lunar crash, which means that the lunar crash has influenced this industry or not, and the coins of Luna has already reached almost to zero, and some people maybe had lost their crypto asset a lot, and there are some negative influence in this industry, and because they fell out of the Luna's Luna coin, and the time go to the July, and also because this influence, the Three Arrows Capital also bankrupt, and because this is a very famous, we say in the cryptocurrency world, and they have invested some project in the cryptocurrency world. So that's why, because this Three Arrows capital bankruptcy has also influenced some other projects to go to bankruptcy, like the BlockFi and also Verge. So this big giant company crashed makes us think that maybe because it's very high risk. So actually sometimes if we put our money into the like the very giant company, maybe it's not very safe, and also because there is high risk. So investors should think about how much risk they can take, and so how much profit they want to make. And the time go to, and also for this year, September, and the Ethereum has emerged, and it's very important for this industry, because this Ethereum is a top public chain for this whole industry. So because it has emerged, and it is transferred from the POW to the POS, and it saves some gas fee for the investors and also developers, and also the same to match the whole world the same. I save some energies, and so that's why the merge of the Ethereum is just not only important for the cryptocurrency industry, but also important for the whole world. But at that time, we didn't know that the FTX will get bankruptcy on November. So maybe I think some investors already experienced this very big event, like it's a scandal for the whole industry, and we already know the crash, the bankruptcy of the FTX, and some investors who put this money into the FTX maybe didn't withdraw, or didn't get back of their money. So actually, from these events, we know that this industry has high risk, and so for every individuals, we should consider how much risk we can take, and how much money we want to make from this industry. So these are the big events for the past 1 year. Maybe you guys have already thought about the past 1 year. If you can share your own things about this past year, you can type in the live chat box. And also, we have review the 2022, which we must focus on the price of the Bitcoin and the Ethereum. So at the beginning of this year, the price of the Bitcoin has reached to $46,000. But almost at the end of this year, this price just followed to decreased to $30,000. So it has decreased almost 64%. And also for the Ethereum, at the beginning of this year, the price of the Ethereum was $3,800, but at the end of this year, it's just like the $1,200. So it also almost decreased to it also decreased to over 68%. So that's why we are in the deep bear market today. But I think this situation will change a lot for the next year, because the pandemic has transferred the direction, and also some people will do the investment for the next year, and also I think for 2023, and some project will come, like some projects are doing in the Web3, and also doing in the blockchain, because this year this is a bear market, and some people don't want to invest in the bear market. Maybe for the next year, the spring will come. So if you guys think the spring will come, you can just type in the live chat box. So you can type your thoughts about the next year, and so what do you think about the next year, and what you want to forward for the next year? Yes, we will have like the 20 dodges giveaway for you guys today. If you just follow today's live, and after today's live, you have a chance to get the 20 dodges. So we have already reviewed this year, and also looking forward for the next year. So next part, I'm gonna explain the DeFi for you guys. So what is the DeFi, and also what is the DeFi NEB project? Think about the traditional finance market, and when we do the transactions, we need the third parties to help us do the transactions, like the bank, and like also the securities, and so this financial institutions can custody our assets. When we do this transaction, we have to depend on these third parties. But so during the transaction process, we don't know which one get our assets, and we don't know what project we investment, especially when we deposit our our assets into the banks. Actually, we don't know who in the other side we can provide the assets to them. So actually these third parties control our information. Also, they can manipulate our assets. So this is a centralized finance. This is a characteristics of the centralized finance. But for the on the other side, for the decentralized finance, actually we call it DeFi. We don't need the third parties who can participate in the transactions. Smart contracts can automatically make the market, and which means that only the both sides of transactions into the whole process. So this means that during the transactions of the DeFi, we just have the individuals to take part in this process, and we don't. There is no third parties who can manipulate the whole process because this is controlled by the code. I mean the smart contract, and the smart contract can make the market. So that's why they just peer to peer to do the transactions. So this is the advantages for of the DeFi. And how the DeFi work for the transaction process. So So actually, we need three components for the DeFi for how the DeFi work. First one is a blockchain. Blockchain, because these transactions happened on the blockchain. So so all of the records and the data have saved on the blockchain. So if we get the address about other people, and we can check the transaction. We can check what the transaction they are doing. So and also, so that's why it's very transparency. And we just on the blockchain we just get the address, and we can and the address we can check the record about this address, and so that's why it's very transparency. And for another component, because in the DeFi world, the liquidity is very important for the transactors, for the investors. So there is an equation for in the DeFi world. This is very important. So if you provide the liquidity in the staking pool, and just for example, the borrower of X, a borrower can provide X liquidity to the liquidity pool, and the lender can lend the Y from the liquidity pool, and the borrower can get the profit of the transaction fee. But this X manipulates the Y, and its equal instance is which is K. So actually, the liquidity providing is very important in the process of the whole DeFi. So that's why if we can provide the liquidity in the staking pool, and we can say this project can go to a long run. And as I said before, the AMM is also a very important component for the DeFi, and because it worked with the smart contract, and so that's why the AMM can make the market, and we don't need the third parties. So that's why it's very important for our investors to know this component. So if you guys can take part in our today's live, you have a chance to get 20 dodges for the Wednesday the is around actually about of the I think was in the drama the